Well, I think we decided to buy a house because we were going to have kids. We were about a year into our marriage. We were ready to kind of move forward. We wanted to have an investment for the future. And we had some friends like Spero advising us on it was a good investment and idea at the time for the
Yeah.
market. We chose Spiro to be our realtor. We just know he has such expertise. We know he has such knowledge. I mean, he's been doing this for 26 years, almost the same amount of time that I've been alive. So we trusted him. We know him. He's so kind and helpful and friendly. He helped us along the way the whole time. He gave us a lot of good insight and information. He kind of guided us through. It was our first time, so it was really helpful to have somebody so insightful helping us.
And he genuinely had our best interest in mind. He wasn't just going to sell a house to make a quick buck. He actually cared about what we were looking for. And I was pretty stubborn during the process, and he still wanted to work with us, which was a big plus. But also, he was very patient um, and taught us about the process because this is our first home. And so I think the biggest thing for me was that he is a teacher and wanted to actually teach us about the process and was willing to move slowly with that.
Hmm.
Yes. Some concerns that we had about buying a home is that we didn't know how to buy a home. We had no idea what we were doing. And just to piggyback off of earlier, I do really appreciate how Spiro was is a teacher and was able to actually teach us about the process and go through it with us.
Yeah, I thought that we wouldn't be able to buy a home because of how the state of the market was and how all of the information I've ever received. And it's just like, oh, it's horrible. You're never going to be able to buy a house. It's expensive. The interest rates are so high. We didn't know anything.
Mhm.
We just know all the buzzwords that people would tell us. Um, so we were like, oh, I don't even know that this is ever going to happen. And then we talked to Spiro. Our experience during the buying or the shopping and buying process was honestly, it was pretty fun. We didn't really know what we were in for. We were looking around. We originally went with my parents because they were trying to find a house, and then we ended up looking for us just to see what was out there. Um, and I think it was a little slow because we didn't quite know what we wanted, or we were very picky. And thankfully, Spiro was able to still help us and wanted to find just the right fit for what we wanted.
That's funny that you say that because I was gonna say it's like trying on different shoes. So, we were just trying to find what worked for us. And, yeah, we didn't really know what we wanted, but I did know what I didn't want. So and sometimes I feel like that's harder to work through. But it was fun. It was a very slow process, which I actually really appreciated.
Spiro really supported us during the whole process. He was always a phone call or a text away. He always
Mhm.
said, "Call me if you have any questions, if you need anything, if you need advice, whatever it is." Um, he was really knowledgeable. He gave us a whole presentation up front about it and set our expectations, and um, he helped talk us through the loan stuff and um, the just the whole buying process that we had never understood before or really had any idea about. He walked with us, he was patient, he re-explained stuff that we were too dumb to understand the first time.
That's good.
And so it was really helpful. It was really enlightening for us to learn and have someone like Spiro to fall back on and kind of like a safety net for the stuff that we didn't understand.
Yeah, the biggest thing with me is that, Spiro is very personable, and it wasn't just us it wasn't just making a huge purchase, probably the biggest purchase we'll ever make in our lives, but it's trying to find a home, that we want to raise a family in and stay in. And just going off that too, if he was always calling us every week, checking in on us, making sure we have everything we needed and just double checking to see if we had any more questions.
And he drove us around a couple times.
There's
So
that.
maybe he'll drive you around.
There's that.
Yeah, one of the surprises, that happened along the way was Spear was able to negotiate, and get some extra, commission, which he was then able to give back to us actually, which was so fun, and a huge blessing. Yeah, the final results, we I didn't know what to expect, but at the end of it all, I was kind of blown away by the whole process with Spiro and just with the timeline of it all. I mean, it was a little unique in that the builder that we went with, like, got the house up so quickly and, like, it probably took us from, like, start to finish, what, like, 4 months, 5
Yeah.
months to move in, and just along the way, Spiro was there and so helpful and kind of pushed and helped us negotiate and talk about pricing and different stuff and the interest rates and so I didn't know what to expect, but it was really fun and I think Spiro made it an enjoyable process. I think it can be stressful at times, but
Mhm.
it was a lot of fun for us. Honestly, it was a really smooth
Yeah.
experience, and I think Spiro was one of the biggest parts of that, being so smooth and being so enjoyable, and knowledgeable, and helped us get the perfect house that we wouldn't have moved unless we could have found this place, and so Spiro helped us do that. If you are thinking about hiring Spiro, you need to do it. He is incredibly knowledgeable. He's very skilled.
Mhm.
He's been around the game for a long time. He knows what he's doing. He's competent. He's very kind. He'll walk with you. He'll discuss everything with you. He's not afraid to go back and rediscuss things with you. He'll work with you to find the perfect fit. He'll work with you just about any way that you're looking for, and so I would highly recommend choosing Spiro. It's one of the best decisions that you're gonna make in this house buying process. Probably the best decision.
He genuinely cares about you and your family
Mhm,
and is not just going to stick you in a place just because it's his job.
mhm.
He genuinely wants the very best for you. He's thinking about you and your family. And especially with us, this is our first home. We've been married for almost 2 years now. And he knew that we wanted a place where we wanted to grow in. And so he wasn't showing us houses that we weren't going to take any interest in. And so he just genuinely keeps you in mind, you and your family in mind.
Yeah, I really appreciated the transparency and the
Mhm.
genuine kindness and intentionality that you get when you work with Spiro, so it was a blast, and, 10 out of 10 would do again.
I would do it again.